see us, I'm sure you'll understand why folk round here all think that we're the greatest in the land. Millermen, Millermen, the more they try to put us down, the more we'll rise again. Millermen, Millermen, in red and white we'll stand and fight. We're Millermen. We'll be trying for you in every game we play. All we need is you to be behind us all the way. We'll give all we can for you. We'll give our everything. 'Cause if you're there behind us, how can we help but win? Millermen, Millermen, the more they try to put us down, the more we'll rise again. Millermen, Millermen, in red and white we'll stand and fight. We're Millermen. Millermen, Millermen, the more they try to put us down, the more we'll rise again. Millermen, Millermen, in red and white we'll stand and fight. We're Millermen. In red and white we'll stand and fight. We're Millermen. We're Millermen. Millermen, Millermen, the more they try to put us down, the more we'll rise again. Millermen, Millermen, in red and white we'll stand and fight.
Remember, don't watch me on Twitch. You won't be able to play along with the picture round. So jump over to the YouTube now. Don't forget the Just Giving page for the hospice. If you can afford it, will be great. Also, I've been told, this is what Sam has told me to say, we'll be releasing our new home kit soon, so keep an eye on that. And it says in brackets, don't give anything away on what it looks like. Okay, well, it's red. How's that for you? I'm giving you a massive clue. Also, I don't know if you've seen Barry Fry on Sky today. Just to let you know what's happening, really. On Tuesday, it's the deadline of the EFL to get in a alternative to the two alternatives they've given. One being that we play the remainder of the season, and the other one is the 2 in automatic places go up, which would be us and Coventry, and the 4 playoff in the playoffs, obviously. So that will be on Tuesday, and then the following Monday there's a meeting with all the clubs, and then we should know the outcome of that vote from Tuesday, unless something miraculous happens between then and now. So you know as much as I know. So here we go. Eyes down for full house. Right, I've seen on here someone says it's going to be an easy one tonight. Oh yeah, so I haven't got a beer yet. My missus has made me some crazy... What's it called? A Hugo. I don't know what's in it. What's in it?
Prosecco and elderflower and mint.
Okay. For those who want me to have a manly drink, it's got whiskey, and whiskey. Right, here we go, Twiggy. Round 1 for the general knowledge round. Here we go, round 1. Which English club has the words Art El Labor written on its crest? Which English club has the words Art et Labor written on its crest? I'll give you a massive clue here, because that's the sort of guy I am tonight. It's a championship club. Question 1. Why? Got it?
No.
Didn't think you would have. Question 2. Name the 3 last FA Cup finalists from outside the top tier of English football. 1 point per answer. So the 3 last FA Cup finalists who weren't in the top tier of English football. One was in 1992, one was in 2004, one was in 2008. Do not Google it. Do not forget. No Googling, no cheating. Harry's told me off for being too lax with the rules. So no cheating. I don't want to get accused off Peterborough on Twitter that we're cheating. So no cheating. Give you a little bit longer for that. So the 3 teams, FA Cup finalists from outside the top tier of English football. You'll definitely get one of them. Well, you definitely get 2 of them, I think. Rach, you good? Rach has got none of them. Question 3 for the clever people. Question 3. Stop putting your answers on here, Melissa. You'll be out. You're in Wickersley as well. I mean, my missus can drive down there and track you down. Stop putting your answers on here. Right, question 3. Who are the only club in England's top 4 divisions whose name is made out of letters that can't be coloured in? So if you've got kids with you, this will help. So like D, B, E, P, O, like things that you can't colour them in, obviously. So you can't colour an L in, can you? Unless you've got some special skill. And not including football club. All right? So, for example, Rotherham, you can colour in the O, the R, the E, the A, so it isn't us. There's a clue for you. All right? Oh, that's a hard question, that. Question 3. I mean, on the positive, this drink's got mint in, so I'm getting 1 of my 5 a day.
Only if you eat it.
Well, not if the essence of the mint is taken into the drink. The vitamin will, like, via osmosis, get in the drink. Right, you've got that one, haven't you? That was really easy. Question 4. Who is the oldest outfield player to appear in the Premier League match at the age of 40 years and 272 days? There's a clue here, but I'm not going to give it you. That's how I roll sometimes. Sometimes nice, sometimes not so nice. Sometimes with sugar on, sometimes salt. So I'm not giving you a clue. Who is the oldest player to appear in the Premier League match at the age of 40 and 272 days? When he did that, I think Brex was 86. Millersmind. Good. See what the guesses are. Factor 50, like that, Kev. I'm a bit of a sun god, I won't lie to you. I have done factor 30 for a lot since I've got older, to be fair, which is very high for me. I never used to go in double figures, which is poor, isn't it? But I'm a factor 30 guy now. Right, here we go. Question 5. Which EFL club currently plays their home games here? For a bonus point, what is the name of the ground? Do not put your answers up. I'm glad your dad loved his video message. Cheers, Ian. So I hope you can see a picture, because every time I get involved in these multifaceted quizzes, they all go a bit poo. So I'm hoping you can see a picture. So name the club that plays there every week or every other week, and name the stadium, if you can. Yeah, you're right, Ree. Stop Googling the answers. No one wants that person on a quiz. No one. Poor. Question 6, an anagram. Unscramble the letters to come up with a current manager's name. You'll get it as soon as you look at it. It's easy. I mean, it's easy when you got the answer, obviously. I'll give you 30 seconds for this one. Have you got it, Rach?
It's not come up yet.
Oh.
It's still the picture of the ground.
Okay. That is question 6. Be in complete silence if you're ready to move on.
That's easy.
Good, I'll move on. 2 English clubs go by the nickname of the Red Devils. Ooh. For a point per answer, can you name them both? Financially, they're a little bit apart, but can you name the 2 teams who play in English 4 leagues, professional teams? 2 of them are known as the Red Devils. For 2 points if you get both answers, obviously. Aggie is playing tonight. Go Aggie. Good luck, mate. Hope you do well. Question 8. Very good question. I like these sort of questions. Hammy will definitely know this. Name the top 5 clubs in England based on all-time average league attendance. So the top 5 English-based clubs, average league attendance. I'll give you one. Manchester United. You'd never have guessed that one, would you? That's one. You need 4 more to get 5 points. He was soured with his video message. I don't know what's sword. What word is that? S-O-U-R-E-D. Is that a spelling error?
Might be predicted text.
I like to think it was something more exciting than soured or... Joe, you'll have to text me back because I don't know what you mean there, mate. Matty Neal at all of time. Right. Of all time, sorry, what are you asking, Matty? You're the clever kid. So the top 5 teams, average league attendance on all-time average league attendance. Since they ever existed, I presume. Sam made the questions, not me. Please send letters to New York Stadium saying you're not happy with the quiz, by all means. Who is the most unused sub in the Premier League history? The most... No, I read that wrong. Sorry, my bad. I've got 2 things going on here. I've got, for those of you who are really savvy, but I've got my phone filming it, and I've got my laptop, quiz on the left, and YouTube on the right, so I can read the comments, because Sam thought I could easily do this. But my mince pies can hardly read the questions, so I apologise. Who is the most used sub in Premier League history? I'm not going to give you a clue, because I think you'll get it. But he's a striker. I'll give you that. And he had a good career, to be fair. He's quite funny. There you go. There's good clues. For 1 point. Question 10 of the worst first round I've ever read. Name these 3 footballers pictured here as children. 2 are still playing and 1 is a former international who is now retired from the game completely. All right, he's an English international, if that helps. So I'll give you a bit for that. So who are these kids? I mean, that is some Buffon, some Barnett for the first kid. Do. Melissa, do you understand the rules of not putting answers on here? Oh, sorry, who is this Sam kid? Sam is the gentleman who runs our media department. Don't run about him all the time. Right, here we go. You finished, Rach? No? Yeah? See, Twiggy ain't on here tonight. That's because he's been on the sauce, I bet you. 2 new Millers expected in September. Craig the Miller. Identical twin boys. Wow. Well, I said I could do a Q&A. I think I'm doing it next Saturday, I think. I'm not sure. But congratulations on having identical twin boys. My brothers are identical twin boys. Right, here we go. Sorry, I digress. Right, here we go. Question 1. For 1 point, the answer. Which English club has the words Art El Labor written on its crest? If you've done this without cheating, massive kudos. The answer is Blackburn Rovers. Name the last 3 FA Cup finalists from outside the top tier of English football. 1 per answer. It's Cardiff City, 2008. Millwall 2004 and Sunderland 1992. Question 3. Who are the only club in England's top 4 divisions whose name is made out of letters that can't be coloured in? The answer is Hull City. I apologise if you've got spelling difficulties and you think Hull has got an O in it or something, then you never got it. Who is the oldest player to appear in the Premier League at the age of 40 and 272 days? And he came on Harry Redknapp's thing the other day in great shape. Rachel? Teddy Sheringham, correct, Rachel. Teddy Sheringham for 1 point. Question 5. Which EFL club currently plays their home games here? Rachel?
Bradford.
Bradford is incorrect. It's Cambridge United. Did you go by the colour? Abbey Stadium for an extra point. So that's for 2 points. Anagram is way too obvious, Rachel. Frank Lampard, correct for 1 point. Question 7. The 2 teams that are known as the Red Devils. You all obviously knew Crawley Town, and the one which was the tricky one was Manchester United. Damn it. Manchester United. Question 8, which is debatable, but I am just reading as I've been told to. Name the top 5 clubs in England based on all-time average league attendance. Hello, Daniel. The answers are Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, surprised me this one, Tottenham, and the 5th one, if you've got all 5, by the way, just turn your phone off, go get yourself a drink, you've had a great time. The 5th answer is Newcastle. For 5, did you get the other ones?
I got 4.
Oh, well done. What was your 5th guess?
Man City.
Man City, not bad. Newcastle was the right answer there. Who is the most unused... sorry, I keep saying unused. Who is the most used sub in Premier League history?
Crouchy.
Peter Crouch. Brought on 158 times. And question 10. These 3 are from the left. Good, no one's guessing, I like it.
Is it Emil Heskey?
The one on the left is Emil Heskey, correct, Rachel? The one in the middle is
I didn't get him.
Richie Barker's love child, Kevin De Bruyne. The one on the right is very obvious.
Is it Sterling?
Sterling, Raheem Sterling, for 3 points. So you've got a total out of 18. You've got a great chance to win it tonight because there's only about 6 of you playing, so you're laughing. So give me your scores out of 18. Let's see how you got on round 1. Matty Neal you got all 5, mate. Got Newcastle. Wow, that's impressive. I wouldn't have got it. I've got to be honest with you. 16 out of 18. Matty Neal's having the best time of his life. Melissa 16, Kate 15. Well done. Dave 13, Caroline 11, Rapid Roddo 4. Cool. I think Rachel's beating you, Rapid Roddo. Reese 10, Kerry 9, Stephen 15. Very good. Jake 15, very good. Dean Webster 14, no cheating, I hope so. Tough round, that only got 9, you're right, I wouldn't have got hardly any, if I'm honest. 8, but did 4 quizzed. I'm not sure what that means. You can't do young man tech speak here, I ain't got a clue what you're doing. 13, well mark, top man. 8, you can get better, John, can't you? Get better. Yeah? We're here to help you, mate, we're here to help you. David 12, Peter 14, what did you get, Rach?
10.
Rachel got 10. If you didn't beat my wife, by the way. Wow. Unlucky. Here we go. Round 2. The current team. Rach, you're good at these. You are good at these. This is you all over. Round 2. Michael Smith and Michael Iqui hold first and second place for the worst breath in the whole of Sky Bet League One. That can't be right. Oh no, I've read it wrong. They hold first and second place for headers won across the whole of Sky Bet League One. Which one of them is first for 1 point? And can you guess how many the winner has got? And I'll give you like a 10-point swing. So which one of them two has won the most, do you think? Smudge or Icky? And how many do you think they've won? Not a percentage, by the way, a number. Okay, question 1. Very good question. I would have never got the right answer. Right, here we go. Oh no, drinking in the garden. Dangerous in the sun. Dangerous. Chris, Sproulston Millers, get in. You can answer this question, Matty, because you are the Stato man. If you get it wrong, though, you might as well hand your resignation in. It wasn't. Did Matty Neal give you the question, Sam? Because if he did, then I don't think you can have the right answer. But for honesty, I think you should get a point. Question 2. Which Rotherham United player has picked up the most bookings in 2019/20? It's a good question, that. For a bonus point, how many times has he been shown a yellow card this season? Not a birthday card, a yellow card this season. So who's the naughty player in my team? Who is the henchman and how many times has he been booked? Emily, you got no chance if you're a little bit tipsy in the sun. Question 3. Dan Everson aside, so don't have him as your number 1 answer because I think he is. Can you name the 3 Millers players who have played the most minutes in total in Sky Bet League One this season? So after Dan Everson, which 3 have played the most minutes? 3 for 3 points. If you get all 3, then if this was Blue Peter, I'd have made you a badge and I'll send it to you. Like a Blue Peter flagship with a Rotherham United badge on the mast. If you get all 3, very impressive. Melissa, if you get all 3, you're not getting a badge. I don't believe you. Here we go. Question 4. The club photographed all the lads in their casual gear for use in our match day programmes throughout the season. What I did know is some very bad gear, wasn't there? Some rascal gear. But, you know, you can't buy class. So who is this cowboy? Hopefully you can see a picture. Who is this cowboy? He's got quite, like, safe there. I can't really abuse the outfit. I'm not a fan of jeans with dye on them, though, if I'm honest. But the top isn't too shabby. Do you know who that is, Rach? Don't say it out loud. Mouth it.
Is it not?
Wife is wrong. So do not write down Joe Mattick, because that is the wrong answer. Here we go.
Oh, no, I think I know.
Here we go. So hopefully you can see this. In this year's matchday programme, we have been asking the lads questions concerning if there was a film made about them, that sort of question. Which of our players gave these answers? And you should be able to see it on a screen. Elf, one of the best films ever. So if you read that, you should be able to work out, or hopefully work out, who said that. Yes, I was on my bike the other day out near Old Coats. Was it a mountain bike? I wasn't intending to go. I was just having a little poodle after my workout, and then I found myself, in work. Yeah, Old Coats, Bird Coats, same place, isn't it? Is Old Coats Bird Coats?
Yeah, no.
Oh, then you didn't see me at Old Coats then. I was at Bird Coats in that sort of way, but. But if it was me, in this sun, I don't wear much, to be fair. Right. Here we go. Round 2 answers. These are good questions, Sam, by the way. You've outdone yourself tonight. I'm enjoying the questions. Although I can't read them with my mince pies. Here we go. Michael Smith and Icky hold first and second place for headers won across the whole of Sky Bet League 1. Which of the two is first? So, the one who's won the most headers is Smudge. And you can be 10 points either side of this answer for an extra point. He's won, how many, Rach?
204.
Rachel said 4.
204.
Oh, sorry. 204 is incorrect, but a very good guess. The answer is 264. He should have won about 364, in my opinion. Love Smudge. Should win more. 264 he's won. Tommy, I'm keeping very well, thanks for asking. 264. Good question, Sam. Which Rotherham United player has picked up the most bookings? Crooksy, correct. Crooksy has how many?
7.
No. 9. So if we restart the season, he gets another one. Mind you, there might have been a cut-off, actually, so he might not be in any trouble. 9 bookings. 9 bookings. Apart from Dan Everson, who are the 3 players who have played the most games? My wife will definitely not know this. Icky, correct. Well done, Rachel. Wilesy, well done.
Woody?
Oh, unlucky. No, not Woody. Icky, Wilesy and Crooksy. You get a point per one you get right. Excuse me, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with everything here. Question 4. Who's the picture of that guy? It looks like he's got a really strange ear. He hasn't. Well, actually, he has got. No, yeah, well, it's a bit harsh, isn't it? See what Matty Neal says about his ears. I don't think they stick out like that, Matty, do they? Who is it?
Dan Barlasser?
No, it is not.
Oh my God.
Dan Barlasser will wear something crazier than that. The answer is Lewis Price. Pricey. Looks like he's got a dodgy ear. He looks like Pug at Beano or whatever it was. Dandy, was it? I'm not sure. Who was this in the matchday programme? For 1 point. No, Robbo, Clark Robinson. The fact that he's mentioned Vass is a massive giveaway, I think. So that was a total out of 9 points. I apologise if I didn't say the points very well. You got a point for Smudge. You got a point if you got within 10 of 264. You got a point for Crooksy and a point if you got 9 bookings. You got 3 points if you got Icky, Crooks and Wilesy. And Wilesy's played in every position bar goalkeeper, I think. You got 1 point for Pricey, 1 point for Robbo. So total out of 9. Matty Neal, 6. I am a little bit disappointed in you there, to be fair, Matty. 6. Joe Taylor, 9. Wow, very good. Power Mad, 5. Caroline, 6. I keep thinking it's Paul Hursty, but it's not. It's Paul Hardesty. Got a 3. Melissa, 2. Yeah, but better. You're not cheating, Melissa. Better. Reese, 6. Rapid. Roddo, 1. Ooh. Got Wilesy 1 right. Well done, Melissa. I tried to get Wilesy to do this, but not really his cup of tea. And I got Chio to try and do this today, but Sam will probably tell me on this messaging what he said, but it was a resounding no. John Davis, 2. What's happening, John? Are you drinking or what? 3s, 2s. Chris Milk, 2 for the Sproulston Millers. 3, 4. Oof, it's bad scoring round that. It fooled a lot of people. Here we go then. Round 3. That is true. Chio says he loves the fans, but he isn't a quiz master. You don't have to be a quiz master. You just got to be able to read. He can definitely read. He's one clever cookie. Right, here we go. Noel, 4. Katie, 3. Could do better. You might have been drinking in the sun. Joe, 4. Jay Blackburn, 5. Stephen, 9. Well done, my friend. Give yourself a massive pat on the back. Right, here we go. Round 3. This is the longest I've been in the shade for weeks, by the way. Killing me. Round 3. Can you name the former Millers boss and his 4 new signings pictured here ahead of a new season? The manager's car in the background as well looks quite impressive. For a bonus point, can you name the year this was taken? I've got a funny feeling Matty Neal ain't going to be able to answer this, nor is my wife. Unfortunately, Rach, not one of them is John Brecken either, so you're in trouble.
No.
I honestly think anyone who can answer this question has been drinking bitter all day and in a drunken stupor. That's question 1. Question 2. Can you name... Wow, I'd have never got this. Can you name the Spanish attacker signed by Mark Robbins while the club was at Don Valley Stadium, who joined the Millers having previously... His previous club was Club Deportivo Logroñés in his native Spain. He played just twice for the Millers before departing in 2009. Phew. I bet that got the fans excited when we signed him. I can never remember seeing him play. So a player that Robbo signed from Club Deportivo Logroñés. Might not be said like that, I apologise. In Spain. Very good question if you're a massive Rothers fan. For 1 point. Question 3. Very good question this, Sam. Love this question. I didn't have a Scooby who it was and I was at the club as well. Can you see a picture? Can you name this loan signing under Steve Evans? He isn't actually under Steve Evans because that would a different connotation in my head. But Steve Evans signed him. He played just once for the Millers, coming on in the 88th minute substitute for Ben Pringle. To really test your knowledge, we're going to put a few points up for grabs here. So firstly, what is his name for 1 point? Can you name the club he made his one and only appearance against? For 1 point. Which club was he on loan from at the time? For 1 point. And for a bonus 2 points, and if you do know all these, by the way, it's good to be a fan of a football club, but you've got to have more in your life, I think. This is too much. For a bonus 2 points, it is a lesser known fact that he was an extra in a film related to football when he was a child. What was it called? Okay, so do you want them again? His name, what he played for 2 minutes, an extra time, against which team, where was he loaned from, and which film was he involved in? Right, here we go. Question 4, hopefully you can see a picture of these 3 cowboys. Can you name these Rotherham United players enjoying a golf day back in the Don Valley era? Now, this was me and Lids. We were in charge here, caretaker charge, because Marsh, I've just given you one of them, doesn't play golf, so he had to be the caddy, which is quite funny. So I apologise for slipping the answer out. So who are those 3? Do you know much? In fairness, you know all 3 of them when I tell you the answers. Don't say it. People are playing here. People are trying to play. I know, you're right, Toddy. He starts the quiz really well, doesn't he? Then he just goes random from the 1920s just to keep his dad happy. He's got a lot to answer for, Sam's dad. That is very true. Oh no, you ain't got a picture of me in my bad gear, have you? Toddy, come on. Don't put that on here. Right, here we go. Next question. Sorry, that's a bit of a delay. Can you fill in the blanks on this team that faced Arsenal at Highbury in the League Cup 3rd round back in October 2003 when Polly got sent off? Genius. The Millers drew 1-1 after 90 minutes, but eventually going on to lose on penalties in the sudden death stage of the shootout. So can you name the players that are missing from there? In fairness, probably, 6 unbelievable players. There's no one I don't think's any good on there. Give you a bit of time for this one. Bit of time. You're right. Power man. It's a tough round, isn't it? Tough round. Toddy always goes back to the 20s. Oh no, he's got another old one on here. Black and white photos. In the modern era. Unheard of. Right, so can you name the players missing on there? Giving you long enough. That's an easy one, that. Question 6 for 1 point. Can you name the former Rotherham United player who, after a promising start in Miller's colours, although it's black and white, had to call time in his career as a result of an injury? He was part of the successful years in the early 80s and is often seen as a really good friend of our good friend, John Brecken. So, can you name him for 1 point? You definitely know that. Right, I apologise in advance for reading this question because it's a tricky question, so listen carefully. You say I haven't finished a glass yet, but this has got like a lot of stuff in it and I can hardly read. Question 7, a kit-related question. Who were the first sponsors to take pride of place on the front of the Rotherham United home strip from Parkgate Retail World? Who had been the club's main shirt sponsor since 1987? The clue is the company in question took over the home shirt sponsorship in 1998. For a bonus point, the same company would rebrand itself with another name, which would also feature on Miller's shirt as the main sponsor in years to come. What was it renamed? So can you name the original sponsor and the change of name sponsor. Are you just getting me another drink because I've been abused off Tommy Yorkshire? Tough question that. You either know it or you don't, and I definitely didn't know it, considering I wore it. Good player. Can you name the former Millers player here on this picture? For a bonus point, can you tell us which season the club wore this kit? So for 1 point, who is it? And for an extra point, what year was it? Phew. Wow. It is a tough quiz. It's a tough quiz if you've been sitting in the sun drinking. Question 9. Hopefully you can see a picture of someone very strange. Which current Miller has had his body stolen by which ex-Miller in this picture? So it's an unbelievable looking body with a weird face head. So who are the two people being mashed up there? Right, I've been told I'm not allowed to talk for... Thank you, Rachel. I'm not allowed to talk for 1 minute. So here we go. Question 10 is an audio, so you've got to listen to it for 1 minute, and you've got to tell me who scored it and what season for 2 points. Here we go.
It's great play from the young man. And now Ford for Ball. Ball looking for his strike partner in Smith. Smith into the area. Couple of touches. Pulls it back for Williams. Drops it back for Ford. Into the box goes. Oh, it's a lovely goal.
What a great goal.
Absolutely delightful. Has wrapped up the 3 points here in Northampton.
Right. It's the longest I've ever been quiet in my life. So that round 3 was for a total of 29 points. Right, if you've got over 15, you have done amazing. Sam's dad would have got 28 on this easy. Right, can you name the former Millers boss and his 4 new signings pictured here ahead of a new season? And which year? Well, the year was 1979. So Brett was in his 70s then, so that's why he's not on that picture, Rach. The answers are Jim McGuigan, manager, Rodney Fern. Did you put Rodney Fern?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Never got it. Kenny Tyler. His sister used to be a singer. Mike Goodin and Billy McEwen. So that's for 5 points and 1 for the year. Question 2. The Spanish attacker that Robbo signed was Garcia. I'm going to tell you because I can't really read his first name. Onar Garcia. If you know that, well done. Cheers, mate. The shades are all right, to be fair. Question 3. Can you name Steve Evans' loan signing? For 1 point, his name was Blair Turgott. He played for us against Sheffield. He played for us against Shrewsbury Town. And he was on loan from West Ham. He was one of the kids from the West Ham Academy involved in the PE lesson scene on the film Green Street, which was about football hooligans, for 2 points that. So you got a point for the name, a point for the team, point for his team, and 2 points for the extra. Wasn't as good as the PE scene from Kes, quite obviously. A slightly balding Bobby Charlton. Can you name these players? I apologise. I will have my wages deducted. One was Marshall. He was caddy for Lids, which is hilarious. The one in the middle, the best dressed golfer I have ever seen. Great bloke, Dale Tong. And the one on the left, again, great pro, great kid. He's coaching still, is Tom Newey. Did you get them, Rach?
No.
Disgusted. Question 5. Who are the players missing from here? The answers are Shawnee Barker, Martin McIntosh, Carl Robinson, Stuart Talbot, myself, and Richie Barker for 6 points. So Sean Barker, Macca, Robbo, Talbs, me, and Barks for 6 points. If you got them, well done. Picture is Breck's mate Richard Finney for 1 point. And one of the hardest questions I've ever had to read out in my life. The answer for the kit sponsor was 1-1 for 1 point, and they changed to what, Rach?
Bodyline?
How could a phone company go from 1-1 to Bodyline?
Oh, I won't.
Well, you would. It wasn't 1-1 to Bodyline. It was 1-1 to T-Mobile. So you get a point for both answers. Question 8, that's the midfielder Michael Keane for 1 point. And for a bonus point, the season 2005-2006. What a film, Kez is. I'm with you, Paul, without a shadow of a doubt. Question 9, the mashup is myself with Neil Warnock. I cannot see it. Can you see it?
No.
I mean, I think below his chin he looks amazing, and his forehead and everything looks amazing. But I think that's a mess up. I'd want a steward's inquiry on that. That doesn't look. Anyway, you get a point if you get both of them, and if you've got both of them, then you've done very well because my wife couldn't see it. Question 10, the audio, which I couldn't hear, was Richie Towell in the 2017-2018 season for 2 points. So that was out of 29 points before we go into the last round of Dingbats, which my mum is unbelievable at. Like, if she could be a professional at anything, it would be Dingbats and cooking shepherd's pie. Yeah, I'm glad Emily. Rach was confused with it. To be fair, she was making drinks as well. Got 20 out of 29, very good. Rach, Matty Neal got 2 out of 29. 2? What did you get? David, 17, excellent. Power Mad, 5. Keep going. Mark, 18, excellent. Tinny Pie, or Tiny Pie, sorry. Tinny Pie. Tiny Pie, 15. Rapid Robbo, 6. Not a high scorer, Roddo, are you, to be fair, but you keep going. Webby, 13, well done. Stephen, 24. Very good. Noel, 22, excellent. John Davis is 10. I think that's all right if you're sobering up a little bit. That's not bad. Katie, 20. Wow. Jensen, 17, very good. Jordan, 23, very good. Reese, 12. Tails, 20, good. Darbs, 12. 13, family, not too bad. How far was your cycle, by the way, Paul? You cycled from Monmouth. Where's Monmouth? Cool. I bet you can eat what you like tonight, though. Good calorie burn, that. Connection issues. That's Paul, that, Reese. Having a go at the Quizmaster for connection issues. That's Paul. Right, here we go. I've done well here, 46 minutes. You can get back in the sun. It's late sun here. Round 4, Rotherham United Dingbats. Say what you see. Say what you see. I'll leave you alone for 2 minutes. First one, easy. You get 5 points per right answer, so anyone could win this. Anyone. Newport, wow. 55k is not bad. If you're a good cyclist, you've easily done that in under. What's that? 40. Got to be an hour and 35 minutes, Paul. Surely. Don't tell me 2 hours plus. So I've got this image in my head now that you're a really good cyclist. I don't want to think that you're pulling wheelies on a BMX and took you 2 hours. Hilly, that old chestnut. Come on, just give me your time for God's sake. Making excuses. John, how's the weather in Luxembourg? Hope it's good. Do 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 do.
God, I can't get any of them tonight.
2.5 hours. I can't even look at you, Paul, to be honest. Can't even look at you. Yeah, exactly. 15 calories is good though, isn't it? But if you're a bit heavy, don't put it all in as food. Oh, good. Are you on lockdown in Luxembourg, mate? Or are you taking English tourists yet as well? I need to find out where I can go on holiday. Oh, that's not bad though, mate. A lot of climbing. I like that.
Are these Rotherham players?
Yeah, Rotherham players, by the way. Yeah, sorry, the dingbats are Rotherham. Well, I don't know, actually. I'm not so sure. The first one, the fourth one is. I'm thinking they all are. I'm not so sure. They are Rotherham players. Sam's on Rotherham players, Rachel.
Ones I know.
You'd only know one of them. I'll give you a clue with question 4 because I think that is. You know that one? Do you know that one? Yeah. Oh, well done. Now, let me get back to my cycling conversation. I've lost my way here. It's a nice route, good. No traffic, brilliant. Did you go on your own, Paul, or did you go with someone? That's pretty crucial, I think. Get a little bit of wind draft, can't you? They've played for us, Rach. They're not current. They've played. I know they're not current. I know who my own players are, and they. He's winding me up here. Winding me right up. Two-hour drive. Wow, that's a good effort, that, mate. Oh, on your own. That's a bit hard on your own, though, isn't it? Your old road bike. Yeah. Why don't you treat yourself? Like, tell yourself if you lose so much weight, then put so much, every kilo you lose, if you put £100 every kilo, you buy yourself an amazing bike. But it's up to you, innit, mate? Don't let me preach. Right. I'll go for the absolute silence. If there's absolute silence, I know you've finished. Good. Here we go then. You've done excellent if you've got some of these, by the way. I've got I've got the first one. What's the first one, Rach?
Ben Catamus.
It's not Ben Catamus, it's Ben Purrington.
Oh my God.
That famous left back we had, Ben Catamus, if you've got that, it's the wrong answer. It's Ben Purrington. In fairness, she's pretty, my wife, so don't knock her. Number 2 is...
I didn't get it.
It's Mark I thought earlier, when I got these questions through, I thought it was Mark Bullsleep, but it's not. It's Mark Oxley. An aluminium heavy one, mate. Ooh, oh no, not too bad.
Mark Oxley.
Oxley. But it's saying ox laying down. I know, right? You're right. It had 2 shandies by the time he got to this bit. Rubbish one, that one. 5 points, by the way. 5 points for the first one, Ben Purrington. The second one, Mark Oxley. The third one is what, Rach?
No idea.
I mean, if you've done this one, you've done brilliant. It's Laurie Wilson.
What?
From the film Castaway. I mean, it's genius. It's genius, but I'm not sure everyone has got a score for Mensa over 150. Laurie, spelled L-A-W. If you've got that, it's worth 5 points, but I think it's worth 50.
It is worth 50.
And I'm going to give you 50, and Sam's not going to do anything about it. And there's something quite... I mean, I don't want to talk to you all night, Paul, but I can really. It's something about... If you've had a bike and you've got a bit of history with it, you want to stick with it, don't you? And in fairness, if you bought a new bike, it would only be significantly lighter. It'd be easier and cheaper for you to lose the weight, in all due respect. Question 4, Rachel. Keller Ruse. So, Kanga's crossed out, so just leaves Ruse. I can't see Keller in there, though. Maybe that's part of it. That's why I do the quizzes and I don't do the quizzes. 5 points for Keller Ruse. That's an easy one. Easy one. And question 5, is Rach.
No idea.
Well, it's saying it's south of Rotherham and there's some water. So I was thinking of Rother Valley, but it isn't. It's the River Don, and it's a page of a book. So it's obviously who?
Don Pages.
Not Don Pages, but Don Page. Don Page for 5 points. So 25 points up for grabs, but in fairness, if you got Laurie Wilson, you get 50 bonus. So, how did you get in that round? The total quiz is out of 81. 81. Come on, let's see your scores. Eyes down for full house. What have you got? 81. See your life. God, Matty Neal didn't even get Ben Purrington, and he's renting his flat off him. 10. Is that 30 in total? Must be 30 in total. 103 overall, Katie, out of 81. Good. You must have got the 50 bonus. The 50 bonus, I mean, that's... As a famous quizmaster, I can give out scores wherever I like. I mean, Sam's going to abuse me now, but no one can get that. 50 extra points. Yes, Noel. Well done, my friend. You enjoy them from me. David Chamberlain, 54. Well done. You got 4 other points and the bonus. 31 altogether. Should say in brackets, could do better. Five, 38. It's not too shabby, is it? We claim 15, a total of 40. Good. 51. Very good, Dean. The bonus is real, mate. You're 101, my friend. Get yourself into treble figures. 80. Good. I mean, you would have got 30, but no, you would have got 35, wouldn't you? But the bonus is Matty Neal, 24. That's a sacking. Come and see me Monday, mate. You're done. 49, 43, 75. Well done. 62, 31, 49. Oh, good. Right. So it just leaves me to say thanks ever so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologise for my reading. And during these crazy times, please stay safe. Please stay up to date. Don't get crazy and start having barbecues with 50 people. I had a friend who unfortunately lost both his parents in the last 30 days, which isn't nice. So please stay safe. And also, I beg you, please stay classy. Don't get involved with arguments with people online or on Twitter and rubbing people's noses in it if we go up. Please, Rotherham, stay classy. I beg you. We're better than that. So have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. And hopefully I will see you sometime soon. But anyway, on behalf of everyone at the football club, especially me, up the Millers, rock on.